It's Friday, the 5th of February 2021. Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6 with me, Bernice Abubeidulansa.
Our hospitals have become full and we've had to reactivate our isolation center. Our average daily rates of infection now stand at 700 compared to 200 2 weeks ago. If there's no urgent reason for you to be outside, please stay at home.
The news at 6 is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. Also on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, affiliates across Ghana, including Might FM, Tamale, Bedroom FM, North, East and Savannah regions, and worldwide at myjoyonline.com. Coming up, number of active COVID-19 cases in Ghana crosses the 6,000 mark as the surge continues, this time with some schools recording significant number of infections. In the latest data, the Ghana Health Service says as many as 7 persons died on the first day of February 2021. We'll bring you details of that. Meanwhile, Parliament has announced it will begin limited sittings from next week as part of measures to cut transmission of the virus after some MPs and staff tested positive.
The House will from next week sit twice in a week. That is on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And in business, government urged to be bold and impose additional tax on extractive sector while making free SHS a targeted policy. We'll tell you more later on the Joy Business Report.
Also in this package, ambulance driver battling for his life after he was shot in the head by suspected highway robbers as he transported a pregnant woman to the Koforidua Government Hospital.
He's unconscious at the moment and he's at the ICU unit. The doctors are on him, seeing what they can do, their capacity to save him. So we are praying to God for his life to be saved.
And we'll tell you the condition of the pregnant woman and hear from the family of the ambulance driver who's asking the police to hunt down the killers.
I know if armed robbers are doing something else like this, there will be an investigation. So if the police will get them, I think they're supposed to arrest them.
Thank you for choosing us. We are home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. Thanks for your company. Once again, the details now. The number of persons currently treating COVID-19 in Ghana has risen to 6,086 after nearly 700 new cases, bringing the country's confirmed cases of infection very close to 70,000. In the latest data capturing events on the 1st of February 2021, the Ghana Health Service says the death toll is now 440 after 7 more deaths. Across the country, the number of persons suffering severe cases of the infection is still high at 98, with as many as 35 needing help to breathe. This morning, Joy News can report that the virus has started spreading through some schools in the eastern regions. Officials have confirmed at least 42 cases in a private school at Akosombo and another one at Achim Oda. Here's Eastern Region Director of Health, Dr. Winfred Ofosu.
I know that one student also tested positive in Oda. And they are doing the contact tracing and testing. So apart from that, we don't have reports of other schools where we have positive cases.
Well, but you mentioned the Sojaman, for instance, that 70 cases have been recorded in the Sojaman, most of them students. But we've talked about 42 students in one school. So out of the 70, how many more are students? Tell us the exact figures in terms of how many are students in the Sojaman, because you mentioned 70.
That's what I mentioned. 42. But the rest of the 28 are from communities. They are not from the school.
Eastern Region Director of Health, Dr. Winfred Ofosu, speaking to my colleague Emefa Apau there. Well, on Thursday, Speaker of Parliament, Alban Gbagbin, introduced new measures to slow the spread of the virus in the House after confirming that 15 MPs and some other staff of Parliament have tested positive for the virus.
15 members of Parliament tested positive to the virus. 15, I repeat, 15 members of Parliament, not 50 as being banded around. All the 15 members have been contacted and advised to self-isolate. The House will from next week sit twice in a week. That is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. 2, only members of Parliament and members of staff who are needed for the business of the House on those days will be allowed in the presence of Parliament from next week.
Speaker of Parliament Alban Babinde. Away from COVID-related issues, a driver with the ambulance service, Abraham Tete Homeku, is battling for his life at the intensive care unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital after he was shot in the head by suspected armed robbers Thursday dawn at Akuse in the eastern region. The gunmen are said to have turned on the driver and other occupants of the ambulance, firing repeatedly at them. The service says Mr. Homeku was transporting a pregnant woman and her relative from the Akuse Government Hospital to be delivered of her baby at the Eastern Region Hospital in Kofredra when the incident occurred. Felix Owusu is Eastern Region Deputy Administrative Manager of the ambulance service.
Our EMT driver saw some cars parked, so he thought it's an accident. So he decided to park and see how best they can help save the situation, even though they were transporting a pregnant woman. So what happened was the armed robbers, upon seeing the beacon light of the ambulance, they thought it's a police, and we are not armed. So they started shooting from a range, and they shot through the side mirror and then the windscreen, and the head and then the eye got affected. They started asking for money, and our lady told them she's only having 18 cedis with her. And they took the money from her and then collected her phone as well. On that, I think the pregnant woman they started delivering. So the lady have no option than to just assist on that critical condition.
You mean the woman delivered in the process of the armed robbery attack?
Yes.
So what's the current condition of your EMT driver, sir?
The current condition is he's unconscious at the moment and he's at the ICU unit. The doctors are on him.
You heard Felix Owusu, who is Eastern Region Deputy Administrative Manager of the ambulance service, speaking to my colleague Kwesi Parker Wilson. The family of the ambulance driver, Abraham Tete Homeku, is asking the police to find the perpetrators of the incident. Let's now take you to Medina here in Accra, where fire destroyed a school and a number of shops, Hannah Odami reports.
Machines, equipment, chairs, tables, tools were all destroyed in the fire, which lasted for hours. This furniture shop houses 5 other shops, including a warehouse, fitting and spraying shops. Co-owner of the place, Wise Clinton Gidi, says among the things burnt were 300 desks, which he finished working on yesterday, ready.
Super Hits Radio, Joy 99.7.
Has revealed he was misled into certifying some regional results. Mr. Nunu, the third witness of John Mahama, is expected to be cross-examined later this morning in the ongoing election petition hearing. Court correspondent Joseph Akable joins us with more. Tell us about this third witness, Joseph.
So we understand he's the witness Mr. Chikata had asked to discuss what... 3 p.m. on Thursday. He alleges he was misled by EC officials into signing some coalition sheets when they told him that once his agents have signed it at the regional level, his only option is to head to court if he disagrees. He also, like Dr. Michael Kwesa-White, says he was told by the EC chairperson to go and consult 2020 presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama during the coalition at the Strong Room.
Joseph Akable is our court correspondent. Do stay with us here on Joy 99.7 FM and on Joy News on TV, multi-TV, DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 144, and on your digital TV, because we are free to air for live transmission or broadcast of that election petition hearing. And that's how we end this edition of Joy News at 6 with me, Bernice Abubedu Lansa. Do stay safe on the road. Arrive Alive is brought to you by the National Road Safety Authority with support from Toyota Ghana Logistics Movers and the Joy News Drive Safe campaign. Thanks for your company. The Super Morning Show continues.